With help from heaven, we know and we're 100% confident that the redemption is about to come. And no matter how hard it gets and no matter how complex things are, the beams of light, those sparks of light, are shining through the cracks of darkness. And under those spotlights, we can see that there is a source to that illumination. We can see that there is a godly, loving creator above all particles of creation that is putting everything in right order and synchronizing everything and supervising on his creation in a perfect way. The Creator woke up the hearts of our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to recognize his light from complete darkness. They were blend between the nations. Abraham was not Israeli. He was not Jewish. He was just a person who was born to a black magician, a very evil person, not kosher at all. And his mother, Amtalia bat Karnevon, she was also not the most kosher woman in the world. She lived with her husband, Terach. They were selling statues, masks, and idols made out of wood and stone, silver and gold, fire and water to people. That's how they were making their living. And out of that darkness, that person, Abraham, decided to seek for the truth and to fight against the darkness. And then he found inside of his heart that there is a God, that there is a leader to this creation. And he cherished that wisdom, and he took that lesson seriously, and he dedicated his life to that truth. And he changed his nature. He became good, against the will of his father, against the will of his mother, against the will of his siblings, against the will of the kingship of Nimrod, that was the vicious ruler of that generation, against the voices of everyone. This is why it's written on Avraham ha-Ivri. When you say Ivri in Hebrew, that's the meaning of the word Ivriim, Hebrews, that Avraham was in one Ever, and all the rest of the world was on the Ever Hasheni. That he was in one side, and the rest of the world were on the other side. His name, Avraham ha-Ivri, Abraham the Hebrew, was because that he was on the other side, and everyone else were in the same side against him. And he couldn't care less. He just did his own thing. He was serving Hashem alone. He found Hashem alone, and he did everything alone on his own. And when he found his spouse, when he found his wife, he was happy and started sharing with her and telling her. And they lived their lives alone, together. Together, alone. And then they had students, and they were honest and telling their life story to people. And those people joined them and became one with them, alone. On one side of the river, and on the other side of the river, the rest of the world was there. And then they had a child, and that child took that lesson wisely. His name was Yitzchak, and he went and continued that path of being a master of prayer, dedicating his life to prayer, to honesty, to faith, to simplicity, to do tshuva, to come back closer and closer to the truth, to Hashem, to find God, to be in touch with God. And after a while, he met his wife, and they got married, and they gave birth to another child. His name was Yaakov, and Yaakov took that wisdom and passed it to the next generation. And that's how it goes. And when you are a truth seeker, you are always going to stand on the other side. Always, all the world will stand on one side and will believe the false news, the fake news, and will follow the fake leaders and will follow the social media and will be affected by the social pressure and will get crazy because of the elections and because of the plagues and because of the financials and economics and politics and opinions and yes and no. Always. The world will always run after models and after athletes and after superstars and after money and flashy cars and sparkling earrings and singers who are walking with tattoos and coloring their hairs and making like crazy people will always be crazy. And you should always pull yourself to the other side. To be safe and alone, to be connected to the truth. If you smell a lie, stay away. You smell good, you smell faith, you smell hope, you smell something with hope, something with no tyranny, no evil, no evil, no bad, no cruelty, only goodness. Pull yourself to that side. And that's our mission. The world is not being divided to Jews and non-Jews, to Ashkenazim and Sfaradim, to white and black and Democrats and Republicans. That's all junk. That's all junk. It's all junk. It doesn't matter who you are. It matters if you're good or if you're bad. The only dividing that there is in this world is between good and bad. That's the only dividing that there is. Good and bad. Borei Olam, the creator of the universe, that's how he divided the world, to good and bad. Since that moment that we ate from the fruit of knowledge and we messed up and we violated, our mission on earth is to define between good and bad. That's the only mission that we have. That's the way we will correct ourselves after violating the only commandment that we got from God, not to eat from that tree, from that fruit of good and bad. If we wouldn't eat from that fruit, everything would be perfect. We would recognize good and bad. Everything would be clear for us. We would know what is good and we would know easily what is bad, and we would just stick to the good. But because that we followed our passions, we found ourselves lost in that realm of darkness and the twilight zone, that the colors are mixed and blend, and that you find it hard and complex to choose the good out of bad. That's the only reason why we're suffering today, and our only suffering is to pull ourselves to the good, to be good. When someone runs into you, when life hits you, when situations are slamming themselves to your doorstep, when things are crashing into your life, you need to deal with them, and you need to be good. You need to be kind, and you need to be patient, and you need to be generous, and you need to be supportive, and you need to be honorable, and you need to be full of grace, and you need to be charming, and you need to be respectful, and that's what you need to do. You need to reveal the good aspects of your being and to fight and to overpower and defeat your negative sides of your personality, and not to let them control your life. Not to let your fears control you, not to let your angers control you, not to let your lusts and desires control you, not to let terror controls you and pressure to control you and villains to control you and false leaders to control you and liars to control your mind. And as long as you're fighting the bad and you're doing good, you're with Abraham. You're continuing that light of the change, and you become part of that movement that reveals the light, that brings down the light from heavens to earth. And that's your mission, to be good. If you're black, if you're white, if you're yellow, if you're pink, if you're crazy, if you're wise, if you're intelligent, if you're ignorant, if you're Jewish, if you're Christian, if you're Muslim, if you're Hindu, if you know who you are, if you don't know who you are, if you're poor, if you're right, if you're wealthy, if you're wrong, if you're amazing, if you feel that you're pathetic, you need to be good. You still need to be kind, you still need to be honest, you need to be truthful, you need to be loyal, you need to be the best. You need to be the best that you can be. Jumping on one leg, walking on two legs, crawling, walking on your hands, with a car, without a car, with a bank account, without money, with a wallet, with holes in your pockets. It doesn't matter. You need to pull yourself to the light. You need to be a good person. Healthy, or God forbid, sick, close or far. It doesn't matter. There is only one simple test. You need to be good, always. And then goodness will surround you. The light of your soul will shine. And people around you will wake up as well to see the light of your goodness, the light of God, the light of truth, the light of love. And that's it. And all the how complex it is, and so like it's so hard, but how will I know? And like, stop. Ask yourself, what's the best thing to do right now? How will I reveal my goodness? How will I answer that question? How will I act right now? What is the act that will reveal the goodness of my soul? How will I shine the light of Hashem, of the Creator? How will I be a loving entity? How will I be a truthful person? What should I do now to reveal the goodness, to be a nice person, to be a kind person? How will I respond? Low voice, harsh voice, patience, with anger, with rebukes, with fights, with arguments, in kindness, like with a hug, without a hug. I will shake the hand, I will not shake the hand, I'll give, I'm not going to give, I will consult, I will ask, I will not. Like every time, ask yourself the simple question, what will be the good thing that I should do in every situation? Should I take that job? Okay, what should I do? Might it hurt someone? Might it not? It can be good, it can be wrong, like it's going to do some damage. Always try to seek for the good. And when you did that before of acting, before of choosing every choice in your life, you scored. You made it. You nailed it. You won. You just need to be good. So be good. You just need to be good. It's simple. Always just to be good. Always just to be good. Always. Look, how can I be a good person? How can I be a nice person? How can I be a better person? How can I reveal the goodness? How can I be using the good, positive attributes, the treasures that my soul been blessed with? How will I be a little bit nicer, a little bit more kind, a little bit more understanding, with a little bit more qualities? My manners will be a little bit better. What can I do to benefit the life of my loved ones, of my closest ones, of my friends, of my neighbors, in any situation? Not how I'm going to be Jewish, how I'm going to be black, how I'm going to be white, how I'm going to be a Republican. Like you're stupid. You're like, you must be stupid to think how I'm going to be a good Republican, how I'm going to be a good Democrat. No, it's stupid. It's how I'm going to be a good Jewish. No, just be good. You're Jewish? Okay, be a good Jewish. You're Christian? Okay, be a good Christian. You're a Democrat? Okay, be a good Democrat. You're a Republican? Okay, be a good Republican. You're black? Okay, be a good black. You're white? Okay, be a good white. What's the problem? Be good. Do you have a problem with a good person if he's a Republican or if he's a Democrat? No, you don't have no problem with him when he's good. You have a problem with him when he's sick in his mind and evil. And then really it doesn't matter if he's a Republican or a Democrat. If he's sick, he's sick. If you need to give him medications to to sterilize him, so you need to sterilize him. I'm not politically correct tonight. But who cares? I'm not working for you guys. I'm not working for no one. I'm just doing my job. And if he's a pedophile, you need to shoot him in his head. And that's it. And be good. Be good to people. Be good to children. Be good to women. Be good to religious people. Be good to the world. Be good to the weather. Be good to... Be good. Be good. Be a good person. Oh, you're Jewish? Oh, wow, amazing. Oh, you're black? Oh, fantastic. Oh, you're a Democrat? Oh, wow, amazing. Like, who cares who are you? Who cares what your color? It's like, it's your color. It's your accent. It's your religion. It's like, it's your business. Have fun. Like, I love you. I care about you. As long as you're a good person and you're functioning in society and you're not making holes in the boat, you can keep on sailing with us. If you start making holes in the boat, we're going to throw you to the sharks. Are you crazy? We're going to teach you how to swim. I love it when I lose it. Okay, thank you guys. Good night. May Hashem bless us all. Thank you so much. We just need to be strong and good and happy and positive and spread the word and don't be scared of no one. There are no people. Everyone are under the kingship of heavens. And we should just represent the good in the best way, in the highest quality that we can. And play music and be good. Thank you so much.
שום דבר כבר לא יעצור אותי מלהגיע אל תוכי בכל כוחי